As the deliberations among the jurors continue, everyone seems to be on the edge of their seats to know the outcome. On that note, it seems one of Johnny's lawyers has revealed some inside information on the outcome of the case, and it just might be good news. So, what's the latest development in the case between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp? Right now, talks on the result of the case between the ex-spouses seems to be one of the biggest conversations all over the internet, and with everyone being in the dark, any information on the subject is considered gold. Well, according to Johnny's lawyer Ben Chu, things seem to be moving along perfectly in their direction. The revelation was made to the public outside the courthouse as fans appear to be almost as eager as the stars involved, with some people going as far as camping out in front of the courthouse just to gain access to information firsthand. The statement by Ben Chu made it to the internet in a viral tweet, and according to information provided, Chu and the entire team are pretty certain that there is light at the end of the tunnel, but still seem to be a little nervous. Well, if we're being honest, we've all had pretty scary moments in our lives too at one point or the other. In fact, a couple fans actually had a few things to say on the subject, like this user who stated that they had the same fears as Johnny's people. They wrote, "I'm nervous. The fact that it's taking so long makes me feel like either one of those women are trying to hold out for turd or they're not going to do this in Depp's favor." Some other people also shared their views on other aspects of the case, like this user did, who wrote, "No matter what happens with the jury, JD is one in the court of public opinion. I have a feeling that's what he wanted all along. To have his day in court, the GP and present all the evidence. I think that was the major goal." The user did make a huge point. In fact, that's exactly what Johnny's lawyer Vasquez revealed in her closing arguments.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, as you probably know by now, my name is Camille Vasquez. On behalf of Mr. Depp and all my colleagues at Brown Rednick, I want to thank you deeply for your time and your service over these last 7 weeks. We understand that it probably has not been convenient for you to be here every day, and we are so grateful for your time and careful consideration of the evidence as you deliberate. After weeks of sitting in this courtroom, listening to testimony and looking at evidence, now it's time for you, the jury, to come to a decision. You have been entrusted with a serious task. What is at stake in this trial is a man's good name. Even more than that, what is at stake at this trial is a man's life. The life that he lost when he was accused of a heinous crime, and the life he could live.
Now, while Chu's revelation is essentially them opening up to the general public about their legitimate human fears, it doesn't change the fact they have submitted several piles of evidence on the case to support their claims. That, coupled with their consistent exposure of their stand to the public, just might be enough to get them the win on this one. And the reason it increases their chances over the opposition is that, unlike Amber's people, Depp and his team are actually consciously making effort to keep the people in the loop on the case as much as possible. And don't even get me started on the many times Amber has already been busted on the stand for lying. Well, since we're not exactly sure when the verdict would come up, all we can do right now is hope that it happens soon, and even though the evidence points at Johnny having a better shot at emerging on top, we'll just have to wait to see how things turn out in the end. How do you think things will turn out? Tell us in the comments section.